I want to focus on continue the video that I did 3 days ago about the fog, because it's everywhere now, and people are starting to touch upon like this right here. I mean, there was a movie, The Fog, where people started seeing like things coming out of the fog, things starting to reveal itself. All will be revealed. I had looking at the comet, the WOLF Comet which is headless, has no head. It disintegrated on the 23rd. Just so it's like a ghost comet now. Wolf ghost wolf. No head, but still showing characteristic of a comet. But I want to get back to the fog. Now, Popular Mechanic was a magazine I used to, when I was back in the 70s, I used to read. They put out this article a couple days ago. Aliens from a parallel universe may be around us, and we don't even know it. Studies suggest, which is true. Now, we got the fog basically como hovering around here in Central Florida. So tonight, we'll have the fog back again. Seems to be hovering in Florida and the southeast of the country. But it's everywhere. And this video is going to be very difficult to even make, because I'll be jumping and I'll be speaking like the Riddler. Also, have to. Content creators know what I mean by that. Why you think I'm kept in the basement? Now, these are all recent. This is LA. We got the fog also there in LA, but it's everywhere. Now, this was posted 14 hours ago in Louisiana. Unbelievable chemicals. You see how it's floating like snowflakes. But the video that I captured is more intense. Now, here's the area from NOAA satellite, and it's showing like it's increasing. You know, like South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, around the country, around the world. Now, recently, they've been showing a lot of images of Mars, about things they captured. There's tens of thousands of images from all the way back from the Mariner, which I remember, the Mariner space program back in the late 60s and early 70s, which captured. Then you had the Viking, and then you have all these other spacecraft, and they still use the same color filter from the 60s, believe it or not. But they've been posting these images a lot. Okay, the reason, bear with me, I'm going to connect one piece of the puzzle. I bring one piece of the puzzle, and this is not meant for the weak-minded. This is going to be kind of outer limits, Twilight Zone, one step beyond stuff when I get to my stuff, the videos. And I'm probably going to have to make it this is part 2 right now. But if you look at this, let's listen.
Look, guys, see the fog? Those are parasites and bacteria. This is biological warfare. This is Nuremberg stuff right here. This is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it's February 2025. And this is being sprayed on us in the dark of night, right here. It's been tested by an independent lab out of Naples, Florida, and it's full of parasites and bacteria. And this could very well be why all the TB cases are coming open, and, you know, people are very, very violently ill.
Bacteria and chemical. But remember, too, I've done videos, a lot of videos, about water, the molecule, the atom, the God particle, and the memory retention. There's videos out there that there were studies, major studies, about how water molecules retain memories. In other words, it retains the memory of the time of creation. I know that's hard to believe, but you can look it up. It's truthful. Now, this is by the beach, and these images, if you look at these images here, because what will present, it kind of matches these patterns. I saw this image here from Graham Hancock, who I follow for a decade, and he put this as kind of, I visualized the earth, you know, covered in some sort of plasma type watery substance, fog. This is posted 2 hours ago. So apparently tonight, the imagery, I'm looking at the security camera, it's not foggy yet, but around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, it shows up. I would suggest, and if anybody out there could get this message to the, like Omar, CJ, these are guys I used to follow or still follow that does investigation, paranormal investigation, because there is videos out there, and they know this stuff. Anytime you're near a body of water or liquid, especially with the sun activity going to be with this new solar activity charging up, they get, or lightning, they get the best paranormal when they use the voice box. They use all the technology they possess and the experience. They could get voices. And then some of them guys that I follow live in the Tampa Bay in Florida, so it'd be good. They don't even have to travel. All they gotta do is go, let's say, stay in their home around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when this fog starts showing up. Do some EVPs and some other stuff that they're good at doing, because it will reveal something. And since they have a larger audience and they have a excellent video production, they know how to put this. See, I'm amateur. I'm the lowest on the scale with the technology. Remember, I got zapped. I was going to invest in softwares and this and that, but the other side made sure that I was kept broken. And I keep bringing that up because what I'm going to present, and again, I gotta warn, I gotta put some warnings out there, because call it pareidolia, call it whatever. Also, too, this, I'm jumping, I know. The Sphinx and the Star Regulus, which I covered a lot of videos on that. And this is the National Air and Space Intelligence Center. That's the symbol they have. That's the Star Regulus. That's Leo, and that's like a flying whatever. And this is their logo. And if you look at the comet that I covered, 29P, which is parked right by Regulus. And I've done numerous past posts back in the 90s, in the early 2000s, when my partner was alive, Kent from cyberspace. We delved into this. We were like investigator, parent, like we covered everything from A to Z. We tackled it, we just jumped in without knowing how deep the water was. And I remember I was like the research. I was quiet because of my stuttering disability, communication disability. That's why I didn't join YouTube. I could have joined YouTube with the rest of the gang, back in the 2000, in the middle when YouTube started, but I didn't. But I delved into this, and during the last major event back in over 10,500 BC, when we had that catastrophic event, the Sphinx was lined up perfectly in the star, what was it, due west or due east? I don't remember. It was due something. It was lined up perfectly, the Leo constellation, during the same time period as the great catastrophe. And the Regulus. Regulus has a lot of significance. The King Star, the Royal Star, the star in the Bethlehem. It played a key role in during the birth of Christ, during the Magi's. So much. But the comet 29P, which is having all these outbursts, it brightens up and then it dims down, brightens up, it dims down. It's parked right by Regulus. And there's a video way back, I think it was a couple months ago, that I did with that outburst, with that portal. You see, if you look at the image closely and use your third eye, use your spirit, forget about trying to please everybody. Forget about trying to explain yourself to others. No, man, I'm over 65. I've already had near deaths. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed when I was a kid, young, stupid kid. So I shouldn't be here. I've been peed in Panama, peed here. So I shouldn't be here. But I'm here, and we all have gifts, all of us, especially those that are chosen, will understand and have the patience to understand that I am just one on a mission. But let me go to the video that I recorded a couple days ago. Okay, this is the video I posted 3 days ago. Let me play some. And what you're seeing here, one of my security cameras. Well, I want to freeze it because I'm gonna do follow-ups. I'm gonna follow this. I mean, because there's images here. Call it pareidolia. Remember, I'm into pareidolia. Oh, by the way, let me do a quick explanation what pareidolia is and where it originated from. Now, pareidolia, this is it. Like, stuff you see images of Mars, like this Cydonia region, the face of Mars. See, those are pareidolias in their books. But here's the weird thing. When Viking won, and it took two images, one from one side, one from another side, but there was another image that's suppressed that was taken by Mariner 9, and that information got, boy, you want to talk about a shredder. So there's more images of this, and NASA itself titled that the face. So they're apparently having pareidolia episodes also, because they called it the face, and then it became famous by them, the face on Mars. So this is what pareidolia is. You see things, patterns, and all this blah blah. Sometimes you're seeing the real thing, but they'll say it's pareidolia. So that's what pareidolia is. That's why I'm into pareidolia. And in my first video, if you go back to the 13 years ago, my first video was pareidolia, Mars. I mean, I just, that was my first video. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I just captured some, and some of them got famous. Others use piggyback and don't give you credit. I mean, I've been so screwed over. It's pitiful. People will hustle. But let's get back to so now we got the pareidolia explained. Okay? Remember, I see this from a spiritual. This is spiritual. I mean, if you lasted this long, and I say and I will edit down this video to make it less because the retention, but I'm doing this for my workshop, and I got to relax, because if I don't relax, I'm not going to point out. See, pareidolia. Let's look for pareidolia, and you see the thickness where I'm at. I'm by the jungle. Back there is jungle. You got gators, you got snakes, you got unknown things. I don't know, bears, a bunch of raccoons. I feed the raccoons. They come up to me and they bring their babies, and they're not even scared of me. Even the hawk. I mean, that's okay. Now this image, I took it during the daytime, and that's that interference right here. So let's eliminate this. And the next video that I'm going to do, I'm just going to in the morning, because I've captured some weird stuff, guys, in my face. This event. And I'm trying to freeze it. And you're gonna see something that's gonna, you could barely see. When remember water, spirit. When you die, there's been recorded. There's a mist. A mist leaves your body. Water, liquid, the liquid of God. It wasn't raining or anything like that. Some unknown. I'm trying to catch the image, and I will come back. Substance. I'm doing this on the fly, but there are some. Heavy. What people are saying they're seeing. I'm just going to confirm, yes, they're seeing what they're seeing. Because when on my second video, when the plane video, when this was being recorded, and I just threw a 1 minute out there video, which I wish now back, I would have gone back. My cat sleeps like 95% of the time. She's 23 years old, or 24. So, I mean, she's sleeping right now. She's always sleeping. But during this event, she reminded me when she was young, alert, And remember, animals see things. Dogs, cats, animals have a different frequency. They have a different visual spiritual. I'm gonna keep it on the spiritual side. Big spiritual side. She was right staring at the corner of the wall, like somebody was standing right there. As this is happening, as this was happening, and she was looking at whatever it was in the room. But since I'm connected with the Holy Ghost, and I prayed to the archangels, and I always got a shield, a bubble protection, and I always pray. I always ask for a shield protection. So since I was crossed over, and I don't want to keep harping on that, and this, who better else to go to if you want to relay a message than somebody that's been given opportunity to return.
In the alarm, and they ran for about a good hour, and then after.
I mean, for a split second, it's got to be caught at the right split second.
Outside, and
I mean, there's
a weird fog. Let me show you another camera.
See, I caught. Let's go back and see. Remember pareidolia? Got to keep harping on pareidolia. Okay? I mean, you can catch it for less than a split second.
I'm in Central
Look at the thickness.
Florida Lake. And what you see.
I mean, the video that I started playing, the entirety, I had orbs, big orbs. When the ghost investigators know about the orbs, and I will do the part 3 on that one.
One of my security cameras.
Right now, I'm jumping because I remember on this, because I try to connect the video from the security camera to the computer, and then all of a sudden, bam! So I'm under, I mean, there's images. There's images of faces in this fog. Okay, pareidolia. I'm into pareidolia, but look at the thickness compared to the others. Remember, I'm in the jungle. And I've had fogs before, guys. This ain't the only time that fog and never triggered the alarm. Because every time a fog comes, I'd be having triggered. No. I've seen fogs before. This was not a fog.
18 in the morning.
I know it has chemicals and they're trying to blank us, pee us. I know that, but the water, remember, all will be revealed. It's in the Bible. Talks about fogs. I got a link down below this video right here. It'll explain to you. And it'll show the chemical analysis, how it looks. Yeah, man, I started doing this, playing around, just pausing it, just random. And man, some of these images, I mean, this is nothing compared to what I'm going to show because it's hour long. And I wasn't going to do this video, but then I got a knock on the head. Toma, like, oh, yo mío otra vez. What now? Finished the mission. I also got inspiration from some of the angels out there that's posting that are heavily censored. Yeah, I know right here you can see, let's see, let's get the marker out. Let's start pointing out things. I mean, maybe I'm just having, remember, I'm not wearing glasses. I'm not wearing glasses, so I'm using, even though, I mean, but there's so many, man, if it wasn't for this light right here, so many instances. Wait till you see the other video.
It wasn't rain.
I'm waiting for trying to capture that one that was in my face.
Like that.
Like, yeah, we're watching. And like I said, the cat was watching. So they were apparently, if it's doing this outside at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 to 4, 5, 6 in the morning, you don't think, right there, you don't think they're going to be inside? Of course they're going to be inside. It's like that movie, The Sixth Sense. What was it? I see dead people. You know, because they know that who better else to communicate with, right? And yes, I've been poisoned. I mean, now I want to keep, now me saying that word. Well, I'm not going to even break 100. Yeah, there's some things here. Animals are affected. There's been other words. Grand Supreme. I put let's say, look it down here. I got the chemical analysis, the bacteria, and right here, 1940 hours. This is a young man that I pray for since he started.
Notification.
This is right here.
Capture it on video. So it was so bad. I mean, my chickens, my pit bulls started barking, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and
So chickens, pet bulls started barking, like my cat. He was having experience in the fog too. So animals are reacting. I mean, this fog, like I said, this ain't the first time you don't see animals reacting. Now he's in close to Tampa, so if it's happening, imagine all the other stories that's not even being reported. And El Viejo, he don't care. I just say it straight up, man. The fogs. Listen.
went outside, and boy, oh boy, it was just completely fogged out. I mean, I couldn't even see nothing. It was really bad. So I went outside, and to see my dog, and everything was fine. I guess there was maybe a cat or something, but yeah, I just stood outside.
No, it's not a cat, because my cat was looking at some spiritual thing. These are spirits. The veil's being lifted. We are in that end times. Remember the last Fatima. Remember I could go down the list of prophecies. Fatima, Saint Malachi, the last pope. The pope right now is 87 years old. And there was a book being written about Byron back in 1898. And it talks about basically, to a T, Trump being the last president. And then also with the magnetic field, I mean, I could go on and on and on.
I started recording, and it's all these fog is crazy. And so I got a video. I'm thinking about uploading the video to this channel, maybe later on.
Yeah, support him, because he's being hit, and he has a family. See, I'm already old, retired, and you would think when you get 65, you get your golden, and you just retire and just plant tomatoes. But I got wiped out, guys. I mean, there's a lot of videos out there. What I'm trying to say, people are posting videos about fog and, seeing spirits in the fog. Anything close to water, especially with the magnetic field being charged up right now. There was a video that I saw. Now, Mr. MP333 has a excellent videos, and I'll cover that with the next video, and Into Thin Air is covering this. Yeah, this video here, highly suggested. And this one here, so there's a lot of, he's covering it, and also the light phenomenon, the blinking of the lights off and on in the fog. Most of them are occurring when it's kind of foggy. Coincidence? No. See, there's videos about this fog. This is an excellent video. Okay, this one here, okay, what's in the fog? This was posted 2 months ago. This is what I'm asking the ghost investigators that live in Florida or anywhere that's foggy to get these equipments out, because you will get a message. Trust me, you will. There is something in the fog, and it's supernatural, combined with all the chemicals. And I do have a link to that, but let's just play this. Okay, so you will get results, guaranteed. You will get results, especially now. There's something happening. The veils, like, without thinking, veils being lifted, all will be revealed. It's in the Bible. There is a Bible verse. I did. Oh yeah, I put it on the link on the other video. The one I showed that made talks about the fog, the clouds. As a end time sign. So if I could bring one piece of the puzzle to the table, and then you guys could at least give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Because you have more audience. And when you do have these fogs around you, pray, invoke the name Jesus Christ, they will bypass you. Just like the fog in Egypt during the Moses, the cloud of death. Just pray. Pray. What's happening here, folks, who knows tonight, tomorrow, but it's right here in Florida. But there's something in the water. Water molecules and mixed in with chemicals. Yes, let me end with this. This one right here, all these chemical, remember this is liquid. Check it out. It just did some analysis on this, and some of the way it looks, these particles kind of looks like the universe. They do have shape to it. Remember the water crystal molecules? Okay, right there. These are the molecules. Remember the beach image? This the liquid molecule right here. The way it branches out. See the liquid molecules when you freeze it? Now imagine if you give it thought like I love you or what's your truth. Truth was one of the most beautiful designs. So it does show some molecules, and all of them are different shapes. They're all different shapes. This one here looks like some sort of creature with the eye right there, like a ghost. They got some real, and I'm just using, you could see this like here, like but they do have form to it. A lot of forms, and they're all different. Just look at that. Look like an angel. Turn it around, use her pareidolia. So, yes, this one looks so weird. It looks like like some sort of fish ghost. And there it is, the molecule, water molecule. They do retain memories. So this is what they're finding inside these. And I'm telling you, some of them are out of this world. There's that water molecule inside this opening. It's just amazing. Look like bacteria. Some sort of virus, probably the chemical they put in, mixed in with the water. So you got all these shapes. Imagine you put the frequency, and you got the design of the water molecule. Look like a. So it's there. You just, the link it's on below on the other video, and this one looks like, God, this looks. There's some of them that really, really are far out. Now this was captured on top of the plant. Let's see. Look at this. Look like a bunch of coins you find in the bottom of the ocean. See, this one here looks like hair, and so they do this one. This one definitely got like a worm-like creature. So yeah, I'll leave a link down below. This one looks dirty. It's no good right here. It's probably the stuff they added. Water from the water hose. Let's see what these look like. They're all different. Every single one is different. Not one is the same, like a fingerprint. Nothing's different. All different. Look at this. Look like something from Mars. I've seen it, the blob. I'm having a little fun. This one, wow. This one, like some sort of creature. This one looks like something that. Oops. Okay, I'm being hit. So that means I got to sign off. yeah. So there it is. I'll come back and I'm gonna keep focus on this fog. Like I said, shields up, pray, and they live among us. The veil's being lifted. Something. We're in a war, good versus evil, and I'm gonna record the. Well, this one looks so far out. Looks like a fossil. You know when you break a stone and you get a fossil from the past when it was all vegetation, and then you got the planets up back there. The mount. You know, it's some weird, fascinating. This one looks like some sort of fish you find in the deep. So it's this definitely is crystal water. This is definitely just the pattern. Now remember, this is without thoughts. Remember, they retain memory. It's one kind of like a DNA with stairs. What imagination the old man has, huh? Oh, this one looks like, wow, like leaf, like something you see in the jungle. So, I mean, remember, thoughts change the molecules, change the atom, change the God particle. Give it good thought. You got good thoughts, and those that are cynical are going to be having visits, like the movie The Fog. They're out there. It's the veil's lifting. The veil is lifting. So there it is. Okay, until next time. Bedfather out, and I'll come back with the other video because there are images. I mean, pareidolia. There is images of spirits